Hey friends, how are you? Hope you have enjoyed your life in a great manner. I know you are enjoying this journey because you have touched chapter 9. So, without wasting a single minute of your time, we can start this journey. Manzil par Meri Nazar. Dreams stand for power, while goals make you so to stay focused. Dr. Lalit Arora. During the initial days when I entered the direct selling industry, I started as a distributor. When you are in this industry as a distributor, come leader, you always have to motivate and encourage your team to get them going and work efficiently. So I would train my team daily. I had always dreamed of adding values to as many people's live as I could, and I started it with my team. I started visualizing giving training to people, sitting, clapping, and laughing in jam packed auditorium halls and 5 and 7 star hotels. I was applying all the NLP techniques I had learned during that time, plus making the efforts to achieve what I wanted. While I continued doing this, one day I was sitting with one of my distributor of the same company I was associated with. He was also a good friend. As we talked, he proposed I must train his team as well. He said, Lalit, you train your team so well that they are always pumped up with energy and bring good results for the company. Why don't you train my team as well? And this is what I had been waiting to be with the many people adding value to their lives. I accepted his proposed proposal and started training his team as well. Seeing this, members of the company's top management noticed the performances of my team and the teams I was training. They had already started to find out the reason behind the second sound output. And therefore, when they found out, they approached and offered me an opportunity to become the national trainer for the company. It still gives me goosebumps. And when when I recall that moment, becoming a national trainer meant I would address a large gathering. This is what I have been visualizing for so many days and months. And finally, it's here. I accepted the company's offer and said a yes to the opportunity. I started training people across India. I traveled across the country, met new people, know about their culture, had good food, and had a good time in my life. I was doing what I had dreamed of, adding values to people's life. Visualization is the key to making your dreams a reality. I totally believe in this. Whenever anyone comes to me to discuss their dreams, I always emphasize the power of visualization and then work towards them. When you see your dream visually, you get the required excitement. Your mind sees it and starts working according to the released verbalization thoughts. All these will combine to make you much faster towards the goal of fulfilling your dreams. In September 2020, I had to give a talk to goal setting. So I was reading about it on the internet when I came across an article where an information about research was published. It mentioned that a group of researchers from a renowned college did a study on goal setting in 1979. The researchers identified students who were in their graduation in the college and asked them about their goals, how the students have written about them, and how are they planning to execute them. Before completing their graduation degree, the researchers found out that 84% of the students had not set any goals and 13% of them had written their goal statement. But they did not have a plan on how to achieve their respective goals. It comparison In comparison, 3% of students had well-defined goals and identified a plan to reach there. After 10 years of completing their graduation, the researchers connected back to those students and found out that 13% of them who had a goal but no proper plan were earning twice the 84% of students and had made mark in their respective areas. And when the researcher spoke to 3% of the students who had clarity on their goals and implementation plan, they found out that these students were well established people in the society and had attained 10 times of the success from the rest of the students in their batch. Now, this is what I have been reminded my team and my mentor that goal setting is important. Yes, it is, but then an implementation plan to fulfill that dream and talking and action are equally important. Now, when I am writing this chapter, it's already 24th December 2021. I see that people have started talking about my York New Year resolution is social media is flooded all over with such messages. Since I have mentioned social media here, I have seen that there are certain people who will just follow the trend and start posting some unrealistic goals, which they also know that they will not achieve. There is a research published on Discover Happy Habit website, which says that studies suggest every year after a week of taking New Year resolution, 75% of people still move forward. But soon after 2 weeks, the number drops to 71%. After a month, only 64% stick with their resolution. And by the passage of 6 months, 46% says on their New Year resolution. Beyond that, only 4% of people are successful in keeping their resolution alive. There could be so many reasons behind the failing of the goal setting plans. Setting unrealistic goals over expectations and letting the negative external factors affect your dreams. As I had said previously, that your dreams can be achieved only when you have actively a clarity about it. So it's better to know why you should set goals and achieve your dreams. Now, the question is how to set goals so that you can make your dreams come true. The idea is very simple. First, identify and define your dream. To reach to that dream, add a deadline. So soon as the deadline is given to your dream, it becomes your goal. You can meet this as an activity. So please do this activity. Remember the day you assigned a deadline to make your dreams come true. You send a message to your subconscious mind. It is going to happen. And if you start working towards your dream without assigning a deadline, after some time you will feel that you are going nowhere or just giving a in circle and reaching nowhere. It's like running on a treadmill. At that time, I thought may arise in your mind that I am doing all the possible efforts but not getting the desired result. How can you get the desired result when you are circling the same path repeatedly? Therefore, it is important for you to assign the deadline to accomplish your goal. Now, to accomplish this major goal, break it into smaller and achievable ones. Let's call them target. I target 2, target 3, and so on. To accomplish these targets, make a goal hidden ladder where you will start climbing and completing each target one after the other. Before you reach that target, you have to identify the steps to be taken to complete them. You have to write an action plan on what all things are required to reach to that first target and how you are going to do it. Now give the deadline to reach target slowly and gradually. You will see yourself progressing away up on the goal ladder and completing each target accordingly. This is one of the best and easy ways to reach to a certain desired level. Plan of action is important, but along with it, you must have an implementation plan. I repeat this line once again. Plan of action is important, but along with it, you must have an implementation plan. Many people fail here. Let me share a recent incident with you. As I told you earlier, it's winter, and after many days, I could see sun rays, so I did not want to miss the opportunity to enjoy the warmth. I went to the park right in front of my house. People from the nearby houses also came out to enjoy the sun. Women were talking about the TV serials. Elderly were talking about politics. Some men were reading newspaper, debating on Modi versus Rahul, while the other hand, children unaware about all the pros and cons on TV, serials, politics, or Modi's and Rahul. They were playing together, running, screaming, sharing the laughters. One child among them was not running at all. Since I knew these children were from my neighborhood, I walked to him and asked him why he was not running and taking part with other children. The child innocently replied, Uncle, we have a running competition in school tomorrow, and I am participating in it. I'm saving my energy for the competition. The child had a point, but I think he had taken save energy campaign a bit too literally. I tried to make him understand that if he started running in small areas, he would gain capacity till a further point, and then he can keep practicing to increase his stamina and strength to run. Further, the child was too adamant, but his notion of saving energy. After observing this, I felt somewhere you and I also think like that child in our respective lives. Just like the child had a perception of participating and saving his energy, you too have perceptions about your dreams. You invest so much of time and energy in playing and visualizing that you forget to fulfill it. Therefore, the more you work on implementing your dreams, the faster you will reach there. And when you keep yourself in a concern, your dreams will also stay in it. So you must break that concern, break that cocoon to go out of that comfort zone, expand your horizon, and just like you work out daily, if you are concerned about your health, work out and your dream every day. If you have assigned yourself a task of driving, of doing something that will take you towards your dream, then do it. Do it immediately. But be aware of the ho jaiga attitude. In my school days, one of my classmates had such an attitude. Whenever he reached, whenever the teacher would ask him to do something, he would say, "Ho jayega." But the next day, we, his friends, are knew that he would be absent for 3 days or 4 days, making an excuse that he was unwell. It happens every time. Whenever we would do a group study, he would still he would tell us would prepare 3 chapters of a subject in a day, and the next day he would be blank on any of the chapter. Till the time you are a teenager or in a school, things like this are okay, but it is not okay to adopt such a habit for a lifetime, as it adversely affect your life and your dreams and career. Identify what you what are you doing, how much work you can do. Assign yourself with smaller tasks and then increase those tasks day by day. If you go ahead with the ho jayega attitude and burden yourself with so much work, which sometimes may get complete and sometimes not, you will only overburden yourself with more work the following day. Eventually, you will lose track that would lead you towards your dreams because you will be too much worked up. Keep a track of what you are doing, whether those assigned works are completed or not. Once one step is completed, then switch to another. I'm saying this because I have seen some people with ho jayega, will do it attitude. Whatsoever they think, they feel they will complete the task. Good, bad, small, big, necessary, unnecessary, time taking, anything. Even if someone else tells them to do something, they say ho jayega. It will get done. The point is whether they are capable of doing it or not. Just to show people how much they care for the person. They would always say this phrase: when you commit something, you do it. And if you keep delaying that particular work, it is identified as procrastination, which is not good for someone who has a dream and wants to fulfill it. If you are reading this book till here, I'm sure, my friend, you are the one who has some dreams. And that's why you have reached till this part of the book. Stick with me, but do not stick with the procrastination. It is not good for your professions. Health, remember, there are remember there are only two people who could make your dream come true, and they are God and you. First, if you do not believe in your dream that they are possible, then somewhere it implies that you do not believe in God or the supreme energy. Believing in your dream is as important as believing in the supreme power, energy, or God. The one who has a firm belief in their dreams and can accomplish them. A smart, a smart bag to accomplish your dream. Tell us many people about your dreams as much as you can. It was an old saying, and you might have grown up hearing from your elders too. Do not tell your dreams or plan to anyone else. It will get renewed. Even I have heard such statements from my elders that plan your dream so silently that your left hand would not know what's up with the right hand. I'm not denying our elders saying, but as our lives have been in the continuation process of changing, so is the working style and process. Therefore, you must tell us many people about your dreams. I have seen people putting 5 or more alarms with an interval of 5 minutes to wake up early for some interval. Very important work. They put so many alarms as they cannot afford to skip that work. I believe the same philosophy must be applied while working towards your dreams. Tell as many people, so as many dreams. Set as many dreams. After a while, your mind will be subconsciously programmed to walk towards your dream while working on it consciously. There is no such data to validate this. I'm telling you from my experience that around 95% of people whom you tell about your dreams would make fun of you and indirectly remind you about your dreams, while 5% of them will motivate you directly. These 95% will make your life hell by asking you questions like, hey dude, what happened to your dream? These questions will at least compel you to fulfill your dream because it will be a fact of your pride. Then it's it not is it not it? Then what you are waiting for? Go ahead and start working on your dreams. So friends, I hope you have enjoyed this journey also. Little bit mistakes have been done by me. It is either intentionally or unintentionally. Doesn't matter. But I know you are enjoying the voice of what I am talking with you. But remember this thing, if you have this book in your hand, you will be more benefited because most of the time when we are reading the book, we can find something different. So to get your book at your fingertips and your hand, please go to description. The link is being given to you to purchase this book. Remember, if you are not aware about many things about the market and industry, you should join Dr. Lalit Arora's live workshop. And that is live online workshop. So please go to the link in the description and book your seat now. Please do not forget to forward this link to many of your friends so that they also get benefited. So friends, we will meet again. Thank you so much and bye-bye.